we go. Joe Dever's Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf. Joe Dever's Lone Wolf. Adapted from a book, I suppose, is what I've come to believe. Somebody slurred me recently for just filming my TV, but that's all I got right now. So, what are you filming? Nothing. Love you, bud. Eleanor. A when ready. Again, this is a limited run edition game from Limited Runs out of someplace in England. I think there's a lot of reading in this. It's a pretty cool looking symbol. I dig. Fucking nerd. Loading. Oh, I can't wait for the PS5. There's gonna be like zero load time, like split second. Boom. I hope this whole game's not all about loading. Holy crap. I guess we can stick the Batman in front of this screen and entertain while we're loading. That's my dog. That's Batman. He didn't enjoy that. You're a good boy, Batman. Oh, I know. Good old dog. Okay, this is lame. I think it's about to go. There we go. Let's just go, well, let's do options. Pure guava. Hey, it knows me. I am a sissy baby, so if there's an easy, I'm going to do easy. Yes. Yes. No. No. Back. I guess that's it. Let's write our story. Write my story. New game. Oh, yeah, okay. See, I'm a sissy baby, so I'm going to do easy. Enemies are weaker and they cannot attack you when radial menu is open. When you will not... Oh, I don't know about that. Enemies are weaker and they cannot... What's this one? Enemies are balanced. They cannot attack you when radial menu is open. You will get special items. Oh, I guess. For the special items. You are a lone wolf. Your life is not an ordinary one. You assess and counter all challenges with... Make your own choice. The multiple choice menu lets you choose your path and write your own story. Pay attention on what you decide. Your actions shape the world around you. Select each icon with the left stick to display its description, and then confirm your choice with the confirm command. The multiple choice menu lets you choose your path and write your own story. Pay attention on what you decide. Your actions shape the world around you. Oh, we already did that. Okay, yeah, I get it. You always prefer a straightforward and decisiveness approach, although it is often reckless. You carefully assess the details of any situation before attempting to overcome an obstacle. You rely on dexterity and intuition to overcome any obstacle. Let's be a thinker. I'm going to be a thinker on this one. Got some more loading. Make your choice. Swords generally do not inflict high damage, but they are easily and quick to use. Maces are heavy, crushing weapons. They are slow to use, but they inflict high damage. Axes are balanced weapons regarding damage and speed. I think I like that. Make your choice. Healing restores your health and improves meditation skills. Survival combines the skills of Master Tracker, Hunter, and Explorer. Healing restores your health and improves your meditation skills. Ugh, I like that. Mind Blast and Mind Shield transform your mind into powerful magic psychic weapon and psionic shield. Mind over matter lets you manipulate objects in your immediate environment. Mind Blast is in Mind Field. Transform your mind into a powerful psychic weapon. Mind over matter lets you manipulate objects in your... Animal kinship enables you to communicate and influence most animals. You're able to perform extraordinary material feats due to your mastery of weapon skills. I kind of dig animals, even though that last one would have gone better with the one that I chose before. Camouflage enables you to bend into your surroundings, enhancing your stealth and secrecy. Your sixth sense enhances your natural intuition, helping you identify and counter unseen dangers. I'm not a super stealthy guy. You're a lone wolf. Your life is... Yeah, we already read that. Alright, you're a lone wolf. Your life is not an ordinary one. You assess and counter all challenges with intelligence. Many are the battles you have fought in defense of Summerlund. Wielding your axe, you are more than a gifted warrior. You possess special Kai disciplines that give you mastery of healing, mind over matter, animal kinship, and sixth sense for Summerlund and Kai. Cool. Back. Okay. What do I do now? Yeah. Is this your story? Is this your past? Yes.
For many centuries, the Kai Lords defended their kingdom of Sommerland from the Dark Lords of Helgadad. Many battles were fought and won by the Kai, but finally came their demise. 3 years ago, the monastery of your warrior order was attacked by the armies of the Dark Lords. The Kai were destroyed. You were the only one who survived the final battle. All seemed lost, but you retrieved the Sommersword, the one weapon that can slay a Dark Lord of Helgadad. You slew Zagana, the Dark Lord leader, and saved your kingdom from destruction. Now, the lesser Dark Lords hunger to take their revenge. It falls to you, the last Kai Lord of Sommerland, to crush their evil schemes once more.
I like that these are British games, and when they talk, it's in a British accent because they're fucking British. I think it's pretty cool. It's a little, it's neat because you're getting a little taste of something over there. It's almost like it's an import, you know. It's pretty cool. Chapter 1, Blood on the Snow. Turn the pages. You can turn the pages using the confirm button and the arrows in the book. You can also go back to any previous page of the current chapter. Okay. You were a lone wolf, the last of the Kai Lords, sole survivor of a massacre that destroyed your elite warrior order. You would prefer not to be where you find yourself now, in a narrow mountain pass, blanketed with crisp snow, flanked by shadowy timberlands where icy winds whistle through the branches and chill you to the bone. You would prefer not to be here, but duty has called you to this remote part of your dominion. You are the Frail of this territory, and you are responsible for the safety and security of the hardy somlending folk who live and prosper in this harsh mountainous borderland. You have received a disturbing report of enemy activity around the mining village of Rockstarn, and all communication with the village has ceased. Fearful that the settlement may have been attacked by Gaiac, I'm just going to call them what I want to, Gaiacs, geeks, and other Darkland raiders, you have come here to assess for yourself their true situation. After a seemingly endless trek through snow and ice, you have almost reached your destination. Your horse becomes increasingly nervous as you approach the outskirts of the mining settlement. The smell of wood smoke is being carried along the chill air, and its acrid aroma unsettles you both. This is not the reassuring smell of smoke that arises from hearth or furnace in the depths of winter. This is the smell of wanton destruction. Your heart sinks. You have journeyed here quickly as the harsh weather would permit, but despite your valiant effort, you may have arrived too late. Make your choice. You don't master this discipline. You decide to be careful and proceed on foot. You don't want to waste any more time. You urge your horse to... I'm going to proceed on foot. The forest clings to the steep mountainside on both sides of the trail. The ground here is very difficult to traverse on foot and impossible on horseback. It comprises jagged rocks, loose shale interpressed with treacherously deep and narrow fissures, and they are all covered by a blanket of ice and snow. It'll be a very difficult route to take, but if you were to always keep the trail in sight, you would be a sure way to reach Rockstarn. You dismount and pat your horse's head reassuringly. Then you retrieve your equipment and personal items from the saddlebag. The horse senses that you must leave him now, and go ahead alone. He neighs softly, yet sadly. Fear not, dear friend. You have fulfilled your duty with courage, and now you must return alone to the monastery, where you will be safe. Go as fast as you are able. We shall be reunited there before too long. Your horse lowers his head, and affectionately he nuzzles your shoulder. His unquestioning love and loyalty warms your heart. With the last part of his forehead, you send him on his forehead. You send him on his way, back along the track and the mountain road that leads to the Kai Monastery. You watch him go until he is lost among the trees. Then you steel your nerves and resolve to reach Rockstarn as quickly as you can on foot. You tackle the difficult ascent with dexterity until you find the way ahead is blocked by a vast wall of snow. The obstruction is the result of an avalanche that swept down the mountainside a few days earlier, carrying with it many trees and loose boulders. The village of Rockstarn lies beyond the great wall of snow and shattered timber. It's going to be dangerous, but you decide to climb over the avalanche. You feel there must be a way to clear the snow itself from the path. Through animal kinship, you commune with the wild, looking for help. Let's try that. A sudden noise makes you turn your head. Instantly, you see several pairs of yellow eyes, like burning torches, staring at you through the snowy underbrush. They are the eyes of the mountain wolves. You crouch down in the snow and keep perfectly still, your senses tingling. Slowly, the pack leader leaves his cover and moves toward you. He's an old male with a distinctive patch of white fur in the center of his forehead. His thick gray body fur is highlighted with gold-colored hairs that ripple and gleam as he traverses the forest floor with ease. What up, wolf dog? Oh, I'm gonna pat you, and I'm gonna hug you, and I'm gonna squeeze you, and I'm gonna name you George. You look directly into his amber eyes, and suddenly you understand what has happened here during the past few days. Images returned in the Wolfpack leader's feral memories swim in and out of your focus of your mind's eye. You see the villages of Rockstar fleeing in panic as a war party of Gaiacs rampage through the streets of their mining settlement, killing, burning, and looting everything in their path. These images confirm your worst fears. You rise to your feet, and the Wolfpack leader halts in mid-step. You decide that you must reach Rockstar as soon as possible. Thought I already decided that. And instinctively, the pack leader senses your purpose here. He turns his head towards the north and lets out a melancholy howl. His pack emerges from hiding. Quickly they follow low in his wake when he leaps forward and lopes away through the snowy foliage. You sense that he knows a way around the avalanche. Without hesitation, you rush forward to join with the wolf pack. You run, and the wolf pack runs with you in perfect harmony. I dig. Dig it. The world map lets you decide which narrative select section to unlock next. Pay attention when you choose. Some decisions can't be undone. It also lets you access the merchants you have unlocked. The world map can be accessed from the tome interface. Meditation is the skill that Lone Wolf uses to rest and recover vitality points, endurance, and Kai power. You can meditate only before leaving your current location, before triggering a new narrative selection. If you are ambushed while meditating, you'll start the combat session with your Kai powers on cooldown. While moving on the map, or during meditation, there is a chance that you will trigger a random encounter. Cool. The world map lets you decide which narrative section to unlock next. Pay attention when you choose. Some decisions can't... Oh, okay, we did that already. So... I choose that way, or I choose that. I don't know which. It doesn't really... Oh, I'm guessing that's a way. You don't sense immediate dangers in this safe place to meditate. Oh, I meditate. Alright. Alright. Well, let's go here then. This is a pretty cool setup for a game. Do you want to write your story from here? Yes. The village of Rockstar was once thriving and vibrant. Your quest was updated. The village of Rockstar was once thriving and vibrant mining community nestling among the slopes of the surrounding mountains. Life here on the border with the dark lands is harsh, yet the villages of Rockstar are a hardy and industrious community. They are fiercely loyal to you. Their liege lord and the Kai Ulnar of Summerland, New Rockstar, lies silent and smoldering. The noise of its steam engines and its armory no longer echoes among the high peaks. Cautiously, you approach the entrance of the village. It is eerily quiet. The smell of wood smoke that you detected from a distance is now heavy with the cloying stench of death. Man, the stench of death, you hear that a lot. I bet the stench of death is like the smell of blood and shit and piss. Man, imagine it, being on a battlefield. The stench of death. We always hear that saying, and we never think about it. Anyway, you stare unblinkingly at the horrific scene that greets you. The blood-soaked and lifeless bodies of the villagers lie strewn about the streets. Many were cut down as they fled, while others died fighting desperately to protect their loved ones and their homes. Recent snowfall has covered the slain with a thin white shroud, sparing you the unsettling sight of their gaping frozen wounds. All around, several shops and dwellings have been badly burned or completely destroyed by the fire. There are too many victims here about you for you to gather their bodies and give them a decent burial. As is the customary practice in Summerland, the The terrible price that has been paid by the villagers of Rockstarn, partly as a consequence of your late arrival, weighs heavily on your heart. You close your eyes, raise your face to the cloudy sky, and make a silent plea to the goddess Ishir to gather and protect the souls of the slain. You open your eyes and advance along the main street, your nerves as taut as wound steel wires. Then you hear something. It's the sound of bare feet on fresh snow. It's followed by the rattle of loose armor and gargling growl that sets your pulse racing. It's a Gayak. Oh ek tag jetnek. It drools through its sharp, uneven teeth. You recognize the foul Gayak language and know enough of it to translate the creature's chilling utterance. I bring you a slow death. Your fears are confirmed by the presence of its hateful Gayak. Rockstarn has been attacked by the Gayak raiding party. The creature stalking towards you is only one of many now occupying the village. The Gayak closes in, and defiantly you stand your ground. You can expect to receive no mercy from this creature, and you will give none in return. Battle sequence. Summoner Sword, melee techniques, Kai powers, and ranged weapons. Okay. When the action button appears near Lone Wolf's body, it means that it's your turn to strike. Each button grants access to a specific class of abilities according to its position and look. During a turn, you make your choices before the yellow bar empties. You won't be able to attack or use consumables before this bar is completely refilled. Let's just get him. Let's just get him. You can perform 3 main combat techniques with this weapon you wield in your main hand. A quick strike that is difficult to dodge or parry. A heavy blow that's slower but deals more damage, and a lethal combination of attacks. When a melee weapon is wielded in the offhand, it also makes special combat abilities available in the circle menu. These abilities add a further layer of strategy to the battles. Try them all and define your fighting style. The green bar represents your endurance, which is the resource you use to perform physical actions, including all melee combat techniques and offensive action events. You can perform through. Alright. Let's just get him. Oh, ouch. Why? What's going on here? I see. Oh. Nope, I think I'm gonna die. Some attacks can cause altered status on both enemies and Lone Wolf. Each status has different characteristics, and some of them can be cured by elixirs. Cause physical damage over time, fire, holy fire damage over time. That causes poison, the swirly thing, target is stunned and unable. Yep, typical. Okay. Too much to read. This holy weapon grants you the ability to perform devastating fighting techniques. Because of its magical origin, in order to wield it, you will need Kai power instead of endurance. A single cooldown is shared by all Summer Sword attacks. In order to perform a charge action event correctly, repeatedly press the correct button to charge the central circle until it's filled. If you don't fill the circle in time, it will disappear. Boom. Come on, punk. You're weird looking. Ah, I missed it. I missed my chance. In order to perform a precision action event correctly, wait for the external outline to touch the central circle. Yup. When the circle glows, press the correct button. If you fail, the circle disappears. Okay, it's going to take some, you can choose which item to use with the left and right buttons to use the selected item in the up button. Wow, this is gonna be tough. I didn't hit the fucking button in time. It's gonna take some getting used to, yeah. Just kill me already. Ah, phew. Oh, I thought, what, there's more? Now, how do I... Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to access my potions and crap. Oh, really? Damn it. Could be quicker. That's a little better. I still don't know how to access the potions. It's gonna be quick on your fingers, not quick on your feet, but you're gonna be quick. U is only okay. Yeah. Now what? Got that stuff. Let's take it all. You derive no pleasure from killing, but if there is only one survivor still alive in the village, you vow to do everything you can to find and keep them safe. You turn away from the Gayak's corpse and scour the surrounding buildings for signs of life, but this part of Rockstar and its inhabitants were hit especially hard. It looks as if the Gayaks wanted to make doubly sure that nobody could escape and raise the alarm. The houses and stores are badly damaged. Their once fine facade blackened and charred by fire. The closest building is near to collapse. Much of the roof has fallen in and its walls are cracked and holed. Above the smoldering door, you can see a sign and make out the inscription, Hankar's Store. The store is in such dangerous condition that you felt it is unsafe to enter it. However, it has an attached warehouse that has survived virtually intact. You try to enter, but the door has been barred from the inside. Typical. Make your choice. Okay. Try to reach a large hole that you spotted in the front of the building. You concentrate your mind over matter powers on the door itself. You rely on your strength to bash the door down. Let's try this. That's okay. That's okay. In order to perform a charge action event correctly, repeat blah, blah, blah. Gotta. Nice. In order to perform a directional action event correctly, perform the suggested movement with the left stick. If you fail, the arrow will disappear. Put your Kai powers to good use. You detect that the door is secured by a plank of wood held in place by 2 iron brackets. These brackets have been badly weakened by the fire. You will the plank to rise up and whirl about the storeroom. You hear a loud thud, followed immediately by an angry curse. Oksutag! The spinning plank has hit a Geek hard on the head. Nice. You sense there is more than one Geek in the store. Seizing the element of purpose, you throw the door open and rush into the store with your weapon raised, ready to strike. Here we go. Hopefully I'm getting the hang of it now. When you're fighting 2 or more enemies, you can choose which one to attack by switching your target. Ah, yes, well done. I seem to not be able to. There we go. There's one down. Come on, punk. Do your thing. Got 2 out of 3 anyway. Ouch. Oh, I'm stunned. That's no good. Oh, come on. I know how to do it. Damn close. Shit. Ugh. I'm getting it. You don't really have to wait for them. You can just go as long as you get the power up. It's not over yet, yo. I read an article and somebody was like, yeah, they put it on easy. I understand why, but I'm just gonna get used to it. Gotta wait for them all to power up. What happens here? Do the doggos come? Get them. Oh, that's badass. Yeah, that's cool. Just don't hit my dog. That's all I care about. Ah, nice. No. Thought for sure I was done for again. One thing I love about super rare and limited run games is they run games that are different. You know, some of them are just different. This is different. This is way different. This is like a, you know, it was originally probably a computer game. I'll take it all, but I still don't know how to use the potions. This was once a thriving general store, but now it lies in ruin. Its structure badly damaged by fires that were started deliberately by the marauding Giaks. Much of its stock has also been looted or despoiled by these unwelcome invaders. A map of Rockstarn and the surrounding mountains area hangs on the soot-blackened wall. This mining village is built on a plateau of rock overlooking the sunken forest. The entrance to its famous Bronin mine is located in the southeast part of the crater-like wall of rock that surrounds it and contains the wooded depression. You suspect that Bronin may be the reason why the Giaks have attacked Rockstarn in force. You search through the debris that covers the floor, but there is little of value to be found. You're about to stop your search and leave the store when behind the store's counter, you discover something that sparks your curiosity. It's a large wooden chest, and it's locked. Gotta get some bobby pins, man. Unlock that thing in a heartbeat. To open the lock, you must find the right position for the pick. You can rotate the pick moving the left stick, or the right stick. The pick will rotate around the lock. When you position the pick, you can try and force the lock with the knife. You can force the lock with the knife moving the right stick to the left. You can't force with the knife while you're moving the pick. When forced, the lock will start rotating. Depending on the pick's position, the lock will rotate more or less, depending on... Alright, let's just try this. Got it. Watch out! Watch out! Monsters. Woo! Watch out! You managed to pick the lock, and now the container lies open in front of you. You look inside and find some valuable items that could prove useful. Oh, do I have a limited amount of throwing knives? I didn't know that. When you leave the store and return to the main street, a gust of icy wind bites into the exposed flesh of your face, and the sudden chill makes you shiver. The winter sun is completely obscured by the thick gray clouds. You are able to tell the time of day without its helpful presence. It's nearing midday. Yeah, let's meditate for a minute. Yeah, I gotta get my stuff back up. Rockstar Village. Gate. Uh-huh. Well, I'm trying to, yeah, I know. There we go. Do you want to write your story from here? Sure do. You follow the main street, tense and alert, ever watchful for signs of human life and Giek raiders. Suddenly the door of the nearby building is thrown open into the street, pour a gang of Gieks, growling and waving their blackened weapons above their loathsome heads. Damn it, I don't really want to fight again. You steel yourself for imminent combat, but your concentration is broken when you glimpse a human is among their numbers. It's a girl in her late teens, with short dark hair and sharp sparkling eyes. Judging from her appearance and her clothing, she does not look like a typical rockstar and villager. You feel compelled to intervene. You'll fight the Geeks in the open. You don't master this discipline, okay? You take advantage of the confusion to observe the girl. You don't try that. You must run for cover. Go, 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 go! Alright. You leap behind a heap of charred timbers and crouch down with your breath held, your nerves as taut as wound steel wires. Cautiously you peer through the gap in the crisscross of fire-blackened beams. You're not sure to whom this girl owes her allegiance. Is she assisting the Giaks, or is she their prisoner? Your question is soon answered. The girl breaks free from the gang of Giaks that surround her, and she runs into the middle of the street. Then she spins on her heels to face her pursuers. In the blink of an eye, she unholsters a small crossbow from beneath her cloak. It is unlike any crossbow you've ever seen before. She levels the strange crossbow at the leading Giek and sends a steel bolt straight through the creature's hateful eyes. The other Gieks, confident that the girl's weapon is now empty, growl with glee and leap towards her. She fires again, and another Giek falls dead. Then another. The crossbow is reloading itself as fast as she can fire it. Shocked by the unexpected firepower of her crossbow, the remaining Gieks shriek with shock and retreat in disorder. Quickly she holsters her weapon and sprints across the street towards the gabled house on the opposite side. A loud and angry cry grabs your attention, and instinctively you turn to face the threat. A gang of Gieks are moving toward you with murder in their eyes. As long as it's just like two, I'm cool. If it's a crap load, no, I'm not fond of that. Especially not knowing how to use my powers. Come on. Why do you get first hit? I'll level you, buddy. Almost didn't get it. Nice. One hit wonder with that bad boy. I like my wolf, buddy. Oh, you almost got him, little wolf. Good job. That's it. Hopefully. Oh, no. Shielding myself. face. Oh, you think so, huh, buddy? Oh, damn you. Counterattack. Come on, Wolf. Take it all till I can't. The girl is nowhere to be seen. You focus your gaze on the house. My quest was updated. You focus your gaze on the house opposite and detect fresh tracks leading towards the front door of the largest house. It has escaped the fire and has ravaged much of this area, and clearly you can read the ornate sign fixed above the door. Redallion and Inventor. Stealthily, you approach the front door and twist its iron handle. It is locked. Yeah, let's try that. I did okay last time. I could have tried to just bowl it open, but... Ah! Do I have another one? That was close. What do we got in here? You hear a click on of the lock opening, and you reach for the door handle. One twist and it opens easily on the well-oiled hinges. Cautiously you enter the open doorway and catch your first glimpse of the interior of Redallion's house. It is furnished with sturdy chairs and tables, all stacked high with blueprints of inventions, prototype clockwork devices, and tools of all kinds. Your eyes adapt quickly to the dark interior, and your ears detect the scurry of female feet, shod in soft leather. From out of the shadows, the girl comes running toward you. Who are you? She demands to know. I am Lone Wolf. I am your liege lord, you reply, taken aback by her impertinent tone. And who are you? I'm Lendra Jen Redallion is my father. Lendra's voice is tense and irritable, as if she resents having to answer your simple question. This is not how the villagers would normally address their liege lord, and you assume she must be in a state of shock. Thank you, my lord, she says, her voice dripping with sarcasm. So gracious of you to visit your humble little village. Such a pity you arrived too late. Far too late. Her harsh words shock you into stunned silence. You're a little unnerved by her disrespect and her belligerence. All things considered, you decide to address the girl as diplomatically as you can. You remain silent and ponder the girl's irreverent manners. The girl becomes angry when you remain silent. Your stony expression greatly annoys her. Her sharp eyes blaze with resentment as she launches herself at you in a fit of rage. She's very agile and full of fighting spirit, but she is no match for the Kai Lord. You grab her flailing arms and subdue her, but not before you receive a glancing blow from her right fist that bruises your chin. When she stops struggling, you release her, and she takes a few steps backward. She is still very upset, but at least she has managed to rein in her fiery rage. You try to reassure her that help is on its way. I came as soon as I received word that you were in trouble. I sent an urgent message to the king, and he will send troops here to deal with the Giaks. Of that you can be sure. The girl softens her harsh expression and nods her head, acknowledging your words of comfort, but she does not say anything in reply. You sense she is not entirely convinced that what you say will come to pass. She goes to the front door and closes it before she says anything more. The girl goes and stands next to a latticed window at the front of the house. Anxiously, she peers into the street beyond. She's fearful that more Giaks will arrive soon and try to break into her house. You stand on the other side of the window and try to get her to talk to you. Together you keep watch for marauding gangs of Giaks. After a few minutes, the uneasy silence. Finally, she relents and tells you what has happened in Rockstarn. She also tells you something about herself and her famous father. A large raiding party of Giaks, supported by Drakarum, attacked the village the day before yesterday. They gained entry into the village by way of the large steam-powered elevator platform. The elevator is used to hoist wagons of Bronin ore and convey miners to the floor of the sunken forest. Rockstarn was attacked during the day. From this fact, you deduce that the raiders were not focused upon killing the townfolk, since they launched their attack at a time when the village was least occupied. Many of the villagers were down in the sunken forest where the attack began, either working in the mines or gathering timber. These lucky ones have all since taken refuge in the mines, which may as well be the safest place to be at present and certainly the easiest to defend. Unfortunately, the timing at the attack caught most of the vulnerable villagers unawares and undefended. You recall the macabre sight that greeted you upon your arrival, and a shiver runs down your spine. The armies of the Dark Lord are cruel beyond reason. They delight in murder and mayhem, and know no other way. Lender is unsure about precisely what the raiders came for, but she stayed behind to sabotage the elevator. She acted with the help of Tarlor, the village sheriff. By doing so, she would prevent the Giaks from pursuing and killing her kinfolk before they could reach the sanctuary of the mines. She has since played cat and mouse with the Giaks, constantly moving and hiding to avoid being captured or killed. She tells you that she removed 3 essential parts of the elevator mechanism: the compression valve, the drive chain, and the control handle. She has one of the parts in her pocket. It is the compression valve. The other 2 parts are in separate locations in the village. Lender tells you that Tarlor, the sheriff, has the control handle, and that she hid the drive chain in the foundry near the ore smelting works, a large building located to the cliff edge. Without these parts, the elevator is useless. The Giaks cannot return to the forest floor. They are trapped here. The cliff is steep and sheer, and is too treacherous to descend by rope. Lender is anxious to rejoin her father and the others who are now hiding in the mines. Rockstarn is far too dangerous a place for her to stay here any longer, but she is sorely unaware that the only way down to the forest floor is by using the elevator. To do this, she must have all 3 of the missing parts, so that she can refit them and get the elevator working again. Ask Lender if she works as her father's assistant. You're impressed by Linda's skills and you ask her about them. You feel the urge to move on. There's no time to lose. You tell her that you're very impressed by the courage she has shown. Your compliment makes her smile. Oh, come on. Seems to be frozen. There we go. Makes her smile, but only a little. It's the first time you've seen her relax her stern expressions. How have you been able to survive in a village full of enemies, you ask? Lender's smile broadens, followed by her father's footsteps. I followed my father's footsteps as an inventor, but my work is, how shall I say, less theoretical and more personal. She flicks back her cloak to reveal her holstered crossbow. I'm a crack shot with this. It's kept me out of harm's way so far, but now I only have a few bolts left. My ammunition is running out fast, and so too, I fear, is my luck. She reaches into a velvet pouch hanging from her leather belt. She clicks it open and takes out a small metal cylinder which she hands to you. I think this compression valve would be better off in your safekeeping. Please keep it secure. Our lives may depend on it. You take the compression valve and store it carefully in your backpack. Linda stares directly into your eyes and says, I am determined to join my father and my people in the mine. You've come here to pursue the raiders and avenge the destruction they have wrought. Is that not so? If you help me, then I will help you. You're going to need a working elevator to reach the forest floor. Without it, you'll not be able to discover the reason for this attack. Lender says, when the Giaks discovered that I'd sabotaged the elevator, they were furious. In their blind rage, they vandalized the pump room and the boiler house. I must go there and make good any damage to the pump and boiler. It's no good replacing the missing parts if there's nothing to power the elevator. And while you're taking care of that, I shall search for the missing parts. You reply. Lender nods her approval. Oh, I guess, and while you're taking care of that, I'll search for the missing parts. I said. Lender nods in her approval. Remember, she says, Sheriff Tarler has the control handle, and the drive chain is hidden in the foundry. I had little chance to hide it properly. There were 2 Giaks chasing me, I recall. I threw it among some other chains that were lying on the floor. It's very different to these chains. It's smaller and well-oiled. The foundry chains are dry and have much bigger links. Very good. This will help me to find the parts. Your immediate tasks are now clear. You must find Sheriff Tarler and revive the control handle. You must go to the foundry and find the drive chain. I guess I got an upgrade. Sweet. Ooh.